Graduating class of 2011, make some noise. All right, y'all don't sound real super excited, so I'm gonna give you one more chance. Class of 2011, make some noise. Is it my cologne? Margaret, I know I brushed my teeth before I left here. I'm going to try it one more again. Don't take this off my time. I'm going to try it one more time because I know they're excited about graduating. So class of 2011, make some noise. Right, that's what I'm talking about. I know you guys are excited about your next opportunity. Because the fact is, a lot of you are graduating, and education is a great thing. But listen, I want to share something with you. I'm here to tell you the truth. Anybody out there like that word, that T word? Somebody say truth. Thank you. I got one in the front. I appreciate it. Let me tell you the truth. Here's the truth of the matter, young lady. The fact is that because of some bad decisions that you made, and we all have made bad decisions, right, grown people? We made bad decisions, right? Okay, just so you know you ain't in the room by yourself. Because of the bad decisions that you've made, you now have a criminal background record that will haunt you, hinder you, and harass you for the rest of your life. Somebody say truth? Okay, but the good thing about that is, young people, I'm going to share with you a 5-step process that will show you how to overcome even that obstacle. Are you excited about that? Because I know you're excited about reaching the excellence that's embroidered upon the front of your brochure this afternoon. I know all of you young people in here want more than you had before you got locked up. Is that right? Do you want more than what you had before you got locked up? Say, I want more. I'm going to show you how to get it, young people, and I got some grown people on either side of y'all who will agree with these steps that I show you today, whether or not this is a good plan. Young grown people, are you with me? Say yes. Yes. Grown people are there. Are you with me? Say yes. Yes. All right, they with me. So are y'all ready? Are you ready? Listen, I want you to understand something. It's not about the obstacles as much as it is about how hard you're willing to work to overcome those obstacles. Somebody repeat this after me. As a matter of fact, graduating class, repeat this after me. Say, hard work pays off every time. Y'all don't believe me because y'all haven't really experienced it yet, but when you graduate and you get released out into this thing that we call life, you'll find out that life is not easy. And as a matter of fact, life is like a big bad dude, burly and muscular, and he ain't nice at all. He will push you around, beat you down, and harass you to the point where you feel like you want to give up. But I'm going to give you a 5-step program, something that I did myself in order to reach the success that I have. And I say this to people all the time. People don't really believe me. I don't have time to tell you why this is true, but I say to people all the time, if I can be successful, anybody can. Margaret, you said I had about 15 minutes to speak. So I don't even have time to tell y'all about the fact that when I was in my mother's womb, 3 times she tried to abort me. I don't have time to tell y'all that story. I don't even have time to tell you about how by the time I was 16 years old, I had been moved around from family to family and had no sense of self or who I was and was convinced that I was going to either end up dead or in jail on the streets of Detroit. I don't even have time to tell y'all that story. And I don't have time to tell you about the story how I woke up in the pool of my own blood at 17 years old when somebody who I had never seen before ran up behind me with a golf club driver and beat me to within an inch of my life. I don't have time to tell you that story. But what I can tell you is that I joined the Navy in 1991, and it was the best decision I ever made because it got me out of Detroit and it taught me something about hard work and how to make things happen in life. And I'm going to show you that today, young people, if you'll get excited and say with me again, hard work pays off every time. Hard work pays off every time. All right. I don't have time to tell you those stories, so here we go. This is a signature message of mine that I call the Henry Formula, H-E-N-R-Y. My name is Henry, and I've turned my name into an acronym. And out of that acronym, I've developed a formula that I know will help you reach success in your life. But like I told you, work is hard. And Margaret told me I had to wear a jacket, but she didn't say how long I had to keep it on. So I'm going to take it off. Is that okay? All right, I'm just a rebel like that. I'm from Detroit. Y'all forgive me. But listen, young people, I want you to see what I'm saying as much as hear it, because you see me today in boots and blue jeans. Somebody say boots and blue jeans. Because what I want you to understand is that you got to get ready for some hard work. Look, take the dress shoes off, throw those in the closet. Take that nice tie that you got, throw that in the trash if you need to. Put on some boots and blue jeans and get ready for hard work. Are y'all ready for some hard work? Because I'm telling you to pay off every time. Y'all don't believe me. Y'all think that people that drive Mercedes, that just came along easily. They just attain that easily. Margaret, when they go down the lake, on Lake Murray, and they see those houses off in the distance, those $4 and $5 million houses, a lot of times young people think that came easily. But I want to tell you, young folks, it don't come easily. You don't get to the point where you become a professional speaker, singer, and songwriter. It doesn't come easily. Because if it came easily, everybody would be able to do it. Everybody would be living in a lake. Everybody would be driving a Mercedes. How many of y'all would rather drive a Mercedes than drive a Pinto? I'll take the Mercedes, man. I like the Mercedes. I like this microphone better too. All right, here we go. Here comes a Henry formula. Are you ready? Say yeah. Somebody say boots and blue jeans. Are you ready for some hard work? Can I get an H? Can I get an H? Somebody say have a plan. Young people, you must have a plan. Now, a good plan is for your cell phone not to go off in the middle of a conference. That's not a good plan. That's real embarrassing. But what must your plan do? Your plan must map out the success that you say you want in life. And listen, you cannot wait. You must write down that plan. It must be written down upon paper and upon the pages of your heart right now before you are released. That plan must tell you a few things. How did I get here? How did I get to a point where I'm locked up behind razor wire? Where do I want to go from here? And how do I get there? You know, my favorite book is the Bible. Let me tell you what the Bible says about planning. Grown folks, anybody out there read the Bible? Okay, all right. This is a familiar book that everybody knows, Proverbs chapter 20, Proverbs 21 verse 5. Listen to this. Good planning leads to prosperity. Now, I know that's real complicated. It's like rocket science, right? No way. Good planning leads to prosperity. Young people, what kind of plan do you have? Write it down. Because most of you will be honest, a lot of the trouble, a lot of the bad decisions that we made, testify with me, grown folks, came from unsupervised idle time. Sitting around doing nothing. Young people, you got to have a plan, and you got to write it down and write it upon the pages of your heart right now. Don't wait until you release. You better start writing right now. Somebody say have a plan. The next letter is E. Can I get an E? E. Somebody say endure the pain. Endure the pain. Oh, we don't like that, sir. We don't like that word pain. The fact is, there is pain that comes along with any kind of hard work. Some of you guys know about lifting weights, and the best part of lifting weights, where it's most effective, is when the lactic acid builds up and your muscles start to burn because all of the oxygen is gone and there's lactic acid. Listen, that is when the most muscle is built, when the pain starts. When the pain starts, young people, oh, it's not easy writing down a plan. It's not easy making up your mind to do better than what you did before you got here. It's not easy, but it's worth it because hard work pays off every time, young people. Take it from me. I know the meaning of hard work. I graduated from the school of hard knocks. Mr. Flowers, did you go to college? Yeah, I went to college. I went to college to clean their carpet. I cleaned their carpet. I walked in the front door, cleaned their carpet, and went out the back door. Not because college is not a good thing. That's just not the road that I took, guys. But the road that I took was hard. And had I went to college, the road is still going to be hard. You got to be willing to endure hard work. Somebody say hard work. Hard work. Endure the pain, young people. Let me tell you about somebody who knew about enduring pain. His name is Roger Bannister, and he was the first person to run a mile in less than 4 minutes. A lot of people say it couldn't be done. But what separated Roger Bannister from the people who said it couldn't be done was that he was willing to push himself past the pain in order to make it happen. He knew it could be done, young people. Roger Bannister ran that mile in 3 minutes, 58.4 seconds. Let me share with you what he had to say after he set that record. He said, he who is willing to push himself further once the pain begins is the man who will win. Young people, success is not easy. Excellence is not easy. You have to be willing to push yourself past the pain. Pastor, what kind of pain am I talking about? I'm talking about the kind of pain that you will experience when people look at your criminal background and you know you're well qualified for that job, but they'll look at your criminal background and they'll give you that look that says, don't call us, we'll call you. You got to be willing to endure that pain, folks, because if you're willing to push yourself past the pain, once the pain begins, you will win. Y'all heard the young fella up here? He said it's impossible for you to lose if you refuse to quit. Yes. Somebody say refuse to quit. Refuse to quit. You must have a plan. You must be willing to endure the pain. The next step, I'm running out of time. My stopwatch is not right. It's running too fast, Margaret. Please pray for me. Next letter is N. Somebody say N. N. Somebody say new friends. New friends. Come on, grown folks. New friends. Oh, yes. They can testify to you. Young folks. Hey, all right. Thank you. Thank you. See, the grown folks understand. See, they can look back on their life and have 20/20 insight and say, boy, if I would have cut some ties back in the day. Oh, boy. Man, if I would have cut loose some of those blood suckers. You know, those people that leech off of you. And every time they call you, only thing they do is want to borrow a cup of sugar. You know what I'm talking about. They don't never want to contribute anything to your life, and every time you meet them, your first question is, what you need? New friends, young people. Hey, think about what happened. Think about who you were hanging around before that bad decision that you made that got you behind all this razor wire that I had to sweat and drive through, and people looking in my trunk and taking stuff from me that ain't supposed to be here. You didn't tell me it was going to be all like that, Margaret. Brother lost a pound of sweat out there because of y'all up in here. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be here. Listen, think about the people who you hung around. Were they positive influences or were they negative influences? The people I was hanging around, man, I don't even have time to tell you that story. They was negative people, and once I separated myself from those people, my life began to take off. I had to separate myself from people who did not have a plan. I had to separate myself from people who were not willing to endure the pain of achieving success. I had to separate myself from those people. And once I began to do that, my life began to excel. Young people, you got to be willing to find some new friends. If they don't have a plan, if they are not people who are willing to endure the pain of achieving success, and if they are not selective about who they hang around, tell them to bounce. Tell them to make like a basketball and bounce. Get up out of here because I don't have time. And I don't have time to deliver this whole message. Margaret, you're going to have to forgive me. I'm rolling. Here we go. The next letter is R. Can I get an R? R. Everybody out loud say read. Read. Older folks, remember back in the day, those cheesy commercials used to say, reading is fundamental. They don't even play that commercial no more. They need to bring that thing back, man. They need to bring that thing back. Because nowadays, man, we too busy messing around with our PS3s, our MP3s, and our DVDs. We don't even know what a book look like no more, brother. Nowadays, young people, listen, you don't even have to crack open a book. What I'm talking about, when I say read, I'm talking about research. Research. Man, you can jump on YouTube and find out, well, what do you research on YouTube? Listen, find the people who've been successful doing the things that you think you want to do. I got a 12-year-old son who wants to be a tennis pro. That brother is on YouTube every day watching Rafa Nadal, Roger Federer. He even go back to the classics, looking at old Mr. McEnroe, cussing out the referee. And I don't want y'all to... You have to filter some of the stuff you read, okay? I don't want him to pick up those habits. So older folks know what I'm talking about. Research, young people. Put some information in your mind, man. Knowledge is power, and I say to you, knowledge is king. Yes. That is how you reach success, young people. Put something in your mind. Man, you don't even have to crack open a book nowadays. They got audio books. Man, I could put a book in my iPod, and the 30 minutes that it takes for me to go from one place to another, I could have read 2 chapters by then. Y'all better take advantage of this wonderful life you live in. You don't even have to crack open the book. It'll read it to you. I'm serious. I don't have time to tell this story. Please forgive me. I'm tired of apologizing for the time. Man, listen, I talk to people who make a whole bunch of excuses in ministry about not being able to read the Bible. I whipped out my PDA and showed them a Bible program that'll read the Bible to you. All you got to do is sit you behind in front of it, push play, and listen. Okay, I just heard what you said. Next chapter. No excuses for success, for lack of success, young people. Read. You must have a plan. You must be willing to endure the pain of implementing that plan. You must find some new friends, and you must begin to read and research the area of life you want to go into. My time is going away too fast. The last letter is Y. Can I get a Y? Y. Somebody say you. You. Point to somebody on your left and say you. You. Okay, now point to somebody on your right and say you. You. Repeat this after me. You are responsible for the results. Oh, young people, you cannot blame anybody else for your failure no more than you would allow somebody to take credit for your success. You cannot sit back and blame somebody because you got locked up and you sitting behind razor wire and sweating and got me sweating trying to come up here and talk to you. You can't blame nobody but yourself. You got to reach down inside yourself and say, hey, if it is to be, it's up to me. Come on, somebody. You got to take personal responsibility. You, every one of you have the power. Listen, I tell you over and over again, if I can be successful, anybody can. But I took personal responsibility for my life. I left all the excuses behind, and I said, if it is to be, it's up to me. You, young people, you are the next generation. You are the ones that we're waiting for, and you need to get up and take responsibility for making it happen. You must have a plan. You must endure the pain. You must be willing to find some new friends. You must begin to read and research, and you must take personal responsibility for the results. Now a lot of times you want to hear from somebody who's really, really successful. So if I told you the power of you, and I backed it up with somebody who was slightly successful, would you believe me a little bit more? Because you don't really know me. You probably don't even really believe that I'm this big-time speaker and nothing like that. You don't even probably believe that I'm some kind of recording artist and nothing like that. Would you believe Oprah Winfrey? Yeah. You would believe Oprah Winfrey. If she said something about the power of you, would you believe Oprah Winfrey? Yeah. Now, don't believe a lot of stuff she say about religion and stuff like that. Okay, y'all. People need to stay in their lane. People need to learn that, Margaret. Just stay in your lane. Hey, bro, listen, I did not ask them to book me to come up here and dance because I know I can't dance. I know where my lane is. If you need a song sung and you need a speech delivered, I'm your man. Stay in your lane. Oprah need to stay in her lane sometime, okay? But check this out. This is real powerful, what she said about the power of you. I like Oprah sometimes. Check this out. Listen to what Oprah Winfrey had to say about the power of you. The choice to be excellent begins with requiring more from yourself. Is that plain? Now, she seems to have a pretty good bit of success to back up that statement because some of y'all know her story. Some of y'all know she was not like Donald Trump. She didn't start off with a $200 million, what they call that, trust fund. I mean, it ain't a whole long way to success when you start out with $200 million. I could probably work that one out. But when you raised in Chicago, in the slums of Chicago, raised up in the projects and on welfare, and you become one of the most powerful women on television, you understand the power of you. Yeah. You, young people, you are responsible for the results. My time is up. I was supposed to sing a song. Margaret, give me the finger. Say quit or sing the song anyway. She waved her hand and said, sing the song. Now, what'd she do that for? Now, I appreciate that, Margaret, because she the one who called me and she the one who booked me, so she can say yeah and nay, because I wasn't going to sing, because y'all don't really believe that I can sing. I told you I stay in my lane, okay? I can do a couple of different things in life. Listen to me, young people. You must have a plan. You must be willing to endure the pain. You must find some new friends, and you must begin to read, and you must take personal responsibility for what you get out of life after you leave here. Is there anybody here who wants more out of life than what you had before you got locked up? Raise your hand, wave your hand, wiggle your toe, make some noise, do something. Anybody, graduating class, where you at? Come on. I'm ready. Go ahead and kick my track. See, if y'all sounded excited about having more in life, it would really make me sing this song. I wouldn't mind some people could stand up on their feet and clap their hands with me. Come on, clap. Where you at? Get up on your feet. Come on, come on. Come on, where you at? Watch me as I shine just like a spotlight and show you how to make all your dreams come true. And true, it won't be easy, it's hard work. I said it's hard work, but it'll be worth it, Jack. Y'all better be believing that. The only thing that can stop you from getting everything you want is that beast, that's the animal, it's that monster in the mirror. Don't you give up, finish it, close it, brother, win it. Don't crumble under pressure, do your best to endure. You really want more, show your desire. When things get rough, turn up the fire. Don't ever stop, take it up higher. Gotta push it to the limit, give it more. If you really want more, show your desire. When things get rough, turn up the fire. Don't ever stop, take it up higher. Gotta push it to the limit, give it more. Come on, put your hands and wave it if you got a plan. If you gonna feed that burning need to succeed, you gotta push hard, don't stop till you pop to the top. But it'll be white and Jack. Y'all better be believing that. The only thing that can stop you from getting everything you want is that beast, is the animal, it's that monster in the mirror. Don't you give up, finish it, close it, sister, win it. Come on. Don't crumble under pressure, do your best to endure. If you really want more, show your desire. When things get rough, turn up the fire. Don't ever stop, take it up higher. Gotta push it to the limit, give it more. Okay, here we go. Show your desire. When things get rough, turn the fire, turn up the fire. Don't ever stop, take it up higher, take it up higher. Gotta push it to the limit, give it more. Okay, here we go. Let's take it to the real. Listen. I want more. Everybody. I want more. You want more. Come on, come on. Gotta push it to the limit, give it more. Sing it again. I want more. We're all more excited than the graduates. Come on. Hey. If you want more, come on. Hey, gotta push it to the limit, give it more. If you really want more, show your desire. When things get rough, turn up the fire. Don't ever stop, take it up higher. Gotta push it to the limit, give it more. If you really want more, come on, show your desire. When things get rough, do it. Turn up the fire. Don't ever stop, take it up higher. Take it up higher. Come on, push it. Gotta push it to the limit, give it more. Come on, everybody here want more than they had before. Sing it. I want more. Come on, y'all. I want more. Gotta push it to the limit, give it more. Come on, clap those hands. Graduating class, God bless you. I want to hear great things from all of you. See you soon. Thank you.